Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 26 of our Enigmatica 6 Expert Let's Play series. Where today we got quite a lot of things going. We got bees, we got Astral sorcery, we got nature's aura. We're all over the place with magic, and it's a lot of fun. So let's get started. Welcome back, my friends. Another beautiful, glorious day in the land of TheAndrata, where I am getting proud of us knocking down our to-do list here. Slowly but surely, we are bringing this down to something manageable. And we could probably make these things, and actually, honestly, the sleep charm's probably makeable now, too. I do have phantom membrane. The gluttony charm, I have milk. I could probably make the cookies, too. Though those both go in the charm slot, along with our... the magnet. So we'll see where we end up with that. But so let's talk about what I've done in between episodes here. Not terribly too much. So we have our apiary here. I moved our centrifuge over and all of our bees, and we have our clockwork bees set up here. Apiary's been doing its thing, getting us all kinds of Oreos. We're finally stocking up on those because remember, the apiary is faster than the regular beehive too. Let's see, does it say in the quest book? Let's go to resourceful bees. Tier base, it can house 2 other functional blocks. Please refer to your 50 shades of bees for more information about it. Yada yada yada. Higher tier makes them faster. Anyway, they go faster. As you tier up, it goes faster, and then the apiary, I don't know if it's faster than a tier 4 hive, but it's at least going to be equivalent to it. So things are faster. What does a tier 2 apiary cost? Oh, we got to get into Botania. It's actually not terribly too bad. But we have to get into a Botania, and we have to use our tier 1, which is kind of annoying because we have to break this, make sure the bees don't get angry, do the whole thing, and yeah. That RGB is massive, though, isn't it? I went ahead and set these hives back up, too, because we got those other bees. So we have the blaze bee. Where's he at? The blaze bee and the mum bee, which require special flowers. So the mum bee I can put in here. I could replace one of these with the sand and put the grass in there, and the mum bee would be fine to go into there. But the blaze bee lights things on fire, it lights itself on fire. I don't know if it lights other things on fire, but we're not risking that and then letting one of our bees get burnt up like our Oreo bee. So we have this enclosure, and then maybe future there's going to be other bees that need to have their own separate area from our apiary, so we have that set up. And then I have set up this structure, and this is going to be for our clockwork bee. So basically what it is it's just clear glass here, but it is I don't even know. I didn't even count. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 by 3 by 3 structure here that is going to be used for mutating archwood planks for our clockwork bee. So let's go ahead and teleport back home and grab ourselves some archwood planks. Now it does say for the clockwork bee, is it a specific type of archwood planks or is it any type? It does say archwood planks. Now how do we get those? Those come from any kind of log, apparently. Yeah, okay. So let's grab some archwood. And we have a lot of the, the vexing is used for other stuff, so we'll grab cascading. Granted, we do have extra, so we have, the ability to craft some, but we'll just grab that many. I really wanted a stack, but I was too lazy to actually do the math. And then we need to get ourselves a nest. I think I should have an extra nest in here. Yes, okay. So we have our nest, we have our beehive, and then we're going to have to set up the whole automation-y thing again for the redstone signaling so we can, automatically shear this hive. We also need to get a campfire. So I realized that this is not set up 100% properly. I need a dispenser here and then a campfire, but we'll get all that going. That way we can harvest this without angering our bee friend. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually go ahead and place Mr. Clockwork Bee in here. That way I can have him in here, and then we'll block it off with the nest, right? So let's just, doop, he can go there, and then we can put the nest here. We can morphing tool this to turn it the proper direction. If we can find that. So now that is in the proper direction. Clockwork B is chilling out down there. We need to get him going. So we're going to go ahead and grab our archwood planks, and I set these up so that we can, easily swap these out. Okay, buddy. Excuse me. Get back over here. He quickly found his way into a escape. So we're going to have to place him down again and then let him break out or get him out of there again. So let's do this. Buddy, you need to stay in your lane. Ready? Stay in your lane. You ain't coming out. Okay, so now you're trapped. You can't do anything. He should eventually find his cuckoo glass or cuckoo clock over here for his flower, and then what he's going to do is he's going to go over here, he's going to pollinate on this, and then he will turn all these into casings and everything eventually, once he figures out that he can actually enter this. And I don't know, we may need to have this open so he can enter in through the sides as well. We'll figure that out as time goes on, but basically he can just chill there for now, hopefully find his cuckoo clock. Hopefully that's not too far. I don't really know what the range was on those, but it was 12 blocks is what I did, so yeah. Let's see what happens. But in theory, this should be good to go. So let's go home. We need to grab ourselves a campfire and a dispenser. And a dispenser. I should have a dropper. We got all those droppers from earlier. We're going to want a set of shears. Preferably a new pair. And then we can set up the whole redstone automation later. It concerns me that he's not like going into the hive, which kind of makes me feel like he's gonna act up. We don't want him to disappear. That would be the absolute worst nightmare scenario, is if he were to disappear on us. I would cry. Let's do campfire, dispenser. Now, I know that's not necessary, right? If the dispenser is going to be doing the shearing, a campfire isn't necessary. You do not need to have a campfire if you're going to have it auto dispense. I like to put it there anyway in case I ever go and manually shear for whatever reason. We have that available to us. I think that I want to expand this so he can get to the sides too. Let's modify this. We'll be right back. Okay, so this is what we got. I don't know if this is required, but this bee is his pathing is ridiculous. But anyway, so I kind of opened it up so he has the sides to go into too. And as soon as I broke this block over here on this side, he went into the hive. So I have a feeling that it was wanting this. What I have discovered though is he has converted over some of this to andesite casings. Only 4. I don't know if that's the max that he can do in any one run. If that's the case, maybe we could shrink this down. However, what that does mean is that I picked these up. These disappeared and I picked the andesite casings up, which means we may be able to automate this setup. There is this block called the engineer's placer. Let's just look for placer. There is the factory block placer, right, from Engineer's Decor. And this requires this recipe here, and it places blocks in front of it. Would this work? Because this picks up, we could set up our factory hopper to pick up the items, fill the placers. We could set up placers, all of these as placers, instead of having the trap doors, and then we could automate the placing of the archwood to get the casings. Maybe. Let's find out. Let's set up one, and then we'll see how that works. So how do we make this? What do we need for this? Well, we need old industrial wood planks, which is treated wood planks and charcoal. Right. Old industrial wood planks is treated wood planks, which requires us to get creosote oil and planks. That's our only method for this, right? Fluid to item recipe, casting basin, or trading with a immersive engineering. So we need to get creosote oil. How do we get creosote oil? Well, we can get it from this or in our coke oven. Okay, so we either need to get a pyrolyzer set up, which requires blast bricks, which we're not able to get to blast bricks, or so we need to get our coke. Okay, so automating that, not going to be doable right this moment, but it is possible in the future that we will be able to automate that setup. I like that idea, and we're gonna keep that in mind. It's added to our to-do list so that we can work on that later. We need to get coke bricks set up anyway because we need that for our steel, which is kind of what's stopping us from being able to progress into other mods. What we need to do though is actually head back home and grab our factory hopper and place this down because it'll pick up all of the stuff for us, at least, because he's going to produce more. This intangible spell is really nice, by the way. Anyway, so he's going to produce, he's going to make more of these. So if we do this, and then what was that button? C? Yeah, look, we can kind of crawl under here. I can set... Oh, because the trap door is here, I can't put this there. That's okay. C again. Bam. And now it'll pick up collection range. Max this out. That's the collection range, right? Yeah. And stack size. Sure. Insert everything that you can. Max that out too. Don't care. So now any of those that get converted over, they'll end up in here, and we'll end up with andesite and brass casings, at least for this archwood, and then we need to figure out the placing of them again later. But if we look over here, look at that. Look at all of our Oreos that we already have. Already beeper, woody, honeycombs, all this stuff. We're doing good with our bees. Now we need to start working on getting the other kinds of bees, like an iron bee. That requires us to do a mutation from a... Where is the iron bee recipe? Here we go. A forest bee and a sandy bee, not mutation, breed the two together and we'll get an iron bee. So we're going to set up a bee breeding area too and let them do it. Oh, look, here we go. He's doing his thing. So he's doing the thing, pollinating, and then he should, once he's done, he'll start dripping pollen and then flow back over here and convert some of these over. And then this should pick them up. Let's go ahead and take our magnet off just to verify. Look, there we go. That converted. That converted. That converted. And you know what? This isn't going to work because it's dropping them below the Y level. Okay. So we're actually going to need to adjust this. Good thing we saw that happen. Good thing we watched that. And look, we got a brass casing. Nice. And it looks like he only does 4. So that's okay. We can do 4. We could shrink this thing down and bring it over here. I can work on that in between episodes. That's not a big deal at all to do. So we'll set our, it makes it cheaper for us when we have to do the block placers. That's what I was trying to say. Okay. So let's place this down here. Yeah, I know. I have my ads on me. I could just be easily doing this, but that's okay. So we'll place that there. And we'll cover these back up. And now anything that gets broken, any of the archwood planks that break will end up, falling into the hopper. We'll figure that out later. But we have it set up now so we can get brass casings. So, if we need some, we can just place the archwood planks over there. We can always tick accelerate his hive. So, yeah. But what we need to do is continue on. I keep forgetting that I can do this. Bam. Just bust right through every wall that I have and not have to worry about it. Oh, look, we got 2 brass casings out of that. I like it. So let's continue to the point so that we can get, all of the stuff that we're going to need, which means we need to dive back into magic. So Nature's Aura is going to be our next step. We're working on getting the Ritual of the Forest done, which means we require these wooden stands, which requires living wood walls. We need a total of 8 of these things, and we have our living wood, so we can go ahead and do this. We're going to need 2 sets of these, unfortunately. So that takes care of that. And then we're going to need gold inlays. We're going to need a total of... So this is 1-to-1, so we need 8 gold inlays. We have 1, and we're going to need 7 more. So that's 4, 6... Yeah, unfortunately, we have 1, but it doesn't really help us having just a singular 1. We got to get rid of it. And then we're going to need 8 gold leaf and 8 apatite. And this is a items channeling. Yeah. And guess what we have for this? You know what I need to do is set this to no sort slot settings. And we're going to do the bottom row. Don't sort the bottom row. So then that way I can put my arrows down here. And if ever, you know, whenever I get the food upgrade, I can put the food down here and I don't have to worry about it converting our food over. But what we need is our lightning arrows. And then we can just quickly lightning craft all of these since we have infinite lightning arrows. So get out of here, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. Oh, magnet off. Get out of here, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. And then we will just shoot all of that with a lightning arrow. Let's not do multiple. Yeah, I think I burnt one. Oh, there it goes. Okay, good. Whew. I was like, we burnt one up and I lost it, so we're going to have to make another. But no, we're good to go. Okay, so that takes care of the Ritual of the Forest, which gets us a nice market, which gets us infused sunmetal ingots, apparently. I've never used Nature's Aura, so what we do next is going to be a good question. I should probably look into the book. That would be a wise idea. But let's go ahead and let's see. Tetra, these are all experience-based quests, right? Yeah, I don't want to do those. So we're in Adept. Oh, we've unlocked Adept. By doing that, we have unlocked Adept crafting. What? That's pretty cool. So our next goal is to make a natural altar, which means we need an ice charge, earth charge, lightning charge, and fire charge. That's kind of nice to know that we need that. And specifically, is this a Sunny Blossom sapling? So we're going to have to buy special saplings. That's fun. Okay, so Nature's Aura, if we go back over here, it's going to require us to set up our altar, which is this path. Okay, so then we need to get all of these tokens. So let's just add these to our to-do list and see what we're going to need. I have a lot of the stuff that we need for these. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we need to set this up somewhere. Now, isn't there supposed to be a thing where we can see the aura in our area? Isn't that like this ocular eye or something like that? The environmental eye? That is this with a twisted sapling and tree bark. And what is this? Specter's eye? Gold coins, phantoplasm, drops from the bell ringer. Craft a haunted bell. What? Mysterious conversion from create a peculiar bell, which is block of brass and a brass plate. And we do something to convert it into... I don't understand. Mysterious conversion. We're going to have to look up how to do this, I guess. It says something about being in the nether. So maybe we have to smack a ghast in the nether or something like that with it, maybe. And then we need to make all of these things. Yeah, okay. So we got a lot of work to do, basically, is what that's telling us. Let's go ahead and get our magnet back on. We're going to set this up in this area, right? So we're going to go... there. And we can plant a sapling in the middle, and that's what does the craft process for Nature's Aura. So let's go ahead and go back home and see what our next steps here in magic. So we have Nature's Aura. We're done. We can continue progressing into this, but it's not 100% necessary right now. I believe we have everything that we need to be able to get back into tech and get into our tech mods, because we needed to get living wood, right? Because ultimately this is what we're wanting to craft. So we have living wood. We need to make living wood planks, which is just converting some of this living wood over. Bam, that's living wood planks. And then we need to make polished wood planks, which is just taking those into our blood altar and converting it over. So there we go. And that is brass casings automated, or well, not automated, being able to be produced. So if I teleport over to my portals, because I was too lazy to continue flying over here, so I made this portals one, we can pop into here. We have our altar, which is empty, but we can go ahead and get out our sacrificial knife. Remember, this is our dagger of sacrifice. And remember, this is a very annoying mob spawner because it spawns those silverfish. I really need to use my scanner and configure this to find scanners or spawners. Did that work? Yes. So now if I put this back into my scanner, it'll find spawners for us, which is going to help us find the dungeons for this mod too, by the way. But basically, I just need to get a bunch of life essence, so we'll be back when I got that. Okay, so we have our living wood planks. We can go ahead and place these here. Oh, and they convert quick too, don't they? Kind of a pain that I need an empty hand to be able to get them out, but that's okay. But there we go. By doing this, it gave us the ability to get the brass casings, because this is what we need to be able to get into mechanical crafters, which allows us to continue back into create, which we've been needing to do because there's quite a few things in create that we need to get to, especially the crushing wheel, so we can start progressing into other areas of tech and magic. Magic requires it too, so. But what we want to do, though, I think next episode is explore here in the Undergarden, because it has been mentioned to me quite a few times that the catacombs for Botania, if we get into exploring in the catacombs here, there is a ton of Botania equipment. A ton of it. Like, we can get rings, we can get all kinds of stuff. And the best way for us to be able to do this is to use this scanner, find the spawners, because they're going to spawn in the catacombs, and it's going to make it so that we can get there, get all that stuff done easily. So that's what we're going to do. I need to rearrange this a little bit. Let's get home moved up. Yeah. Slowly, but surely. We can have home. Portals needs to be up near the top too. And then all these other things can be where they're at. That's fine. But yeah, home and then portals. That way those two are up at the top of our list. Okay, cool. So that got us our polished wood planks. Let's put the rest of this away. We're going to want to go ahead and set up this market somewhere. Right here is fine. Just, oh geez, scared me. Usually they fall from the sky, not come down from above or below. Okay, so we have that going, so we can trade for some seeds and all that stuff. We have our scanner. What is the range module? This is the scannable, because that's our issue right now, is we don't have a very much range. We need rock crystals. Now, in order to get rock crystals, we need from Astral sorcery. It shouldn't be terribly too difficult to get. We just need the the resonating wand. Is this what I had on my to-do list? No. Can we make this? Do we have the ability to craft a resonating wand? Silver rod's not found, so I need silver. Yeah, we just need 4. And I need to plate these. We haven't done this for a while because we haven't worked on magic for a while. Or, I mean, we haven't worked on any tech for a while. And then this, and this. Give it a second. Bam. Because remember, we found some Calcs of End randomly while we were exploring. And that should get us a quest completion, right? Yeah. And then we also need to get the Luminous crafting table, which is a magic workbench crafted into the in a temple. So let's do that, because we have our magic workbench. Where did I put that guy? Right here. And we're not getting into the soul enchanter anytime soon, so I'm not too worried about having to do this. Let's go ahead and find a astral temple. There's one directly this way. And I'll meet you guys there. Okay, so we are here. I have opened a hole so that it's exposed to the sky. We also have some loot in here that we can gather, like some constellation paper and everything, so that's good. We should probably light this area up. We have extra constellation paper. Now, since that just happened, if you are playing on a server and that happens to you where you pick up constellation paper and it doesn't do anything, you don't get a reward from it or anything, or you don't unlock a what's it called? Put it back. be friendly to other people on your server that you're playing with, so that they can unlock the constellations too. Because if they, if they come to this area and they try and unlock a constellation, and then you picked up all the extra paper when you don't need it, it's kind of not a cool move, So just don't. But since I'm playing single player, it's not that big of a deal. I can pick them up and not have an issue. So all we have to do, I believe, is just place this in the area. I don't need to link this, do I? And it should convert over. Setting up a workstation, making my city. Locate a large temple found frequently in coal and find a way inside. Be careful not to disturb the crystal within. Expose the crystal to the sky and place a vanilla crafting table nearby to embark on your journey through astral sorcery. It will link automatically, but for anything else, a linking tool is required. Okay, so we do need to get the linking tool, which requires a rock crystal. Okay, so we're gonna have to come back over here. Didn't I loot this chest? No, there was another chest here. Nice. Oh, some turtles. Okay, so let's go home. We need to wait for nighttime, and then we will come back, and we're going to finish off this episode by getting the Astral Sorcery crafting table done. Yeah, that's where we're at. All right, we'll be back. So if you've never used the resonating wand before, basically you just want to go ahead and place it in your offhand, and then run around, and what you're looking for is that. You see those particle effects that are in the air? You want to go ahead and dig where those particle effects are, all the way down to bedrock. You got to go all the way down, and then we can get some rock crystals. So it's fairly simple. We're going to do the one thing that you're always supposed to do in Minecraft, right? Which is dig straight down. And then we'll switch over to our pickaxe. We're also going to go ahead and small tunnel. We're going to dig straight down. Bam. Oh, hello. Well, thanks. You kind of actually helped me. I don't know what this is going on here. Okay. Well, that's why they say never dig straight down. We actually didn't die. That's the thing. But we didn't come out lucky either. Let's go ahead and shapeless craft, and then look, there we go. Rock crystal ore. Now, if we wanted to, we could bind our scanner to this to be able to find it easier, even without having to do the resonating wand, but either way we have to go to it, so it doesn't really make too much of a difference. So if we do this, we got it, and we got 3 rock crystals, which, if you don't know anything about rock crystals, they don't stack because they all have different MBT data, so it's kind of sort of annoying, but that's okay. I guess the convenience of having the scanner set up for this would be that I can just scan and then see and continue mining like in a direction, but okay, that's okay. So we needed to make this, so we're going to need brass rods. So let's grab some brass. I don't have any brass. Brass is made in an induction smelter with zinc and copper. We can put all of this junk away. Andesite's always good to have, so I'm glad that we got some of that. Put this in here. With a little bit of this going on, we should get our brass. We need to plate that. And then we'll have a little extra too. And then once we get steel, we'll be able to make rods easier because we'll be able to get the multi-servo press. So yeah, that's what we're working towards here with all of this. I'm going to put our hammer down here for when we need it, because it's one of those things that we need frequently enough that it can have its own little dedicated spot, right? So hammer can go right over here. We're going to put the brass rods away. We're going to get our linking tool. Oh, leather wrapped stick. We should be able to make that, right? No, you require ancient wood rods. Ah, okay. So we can't get into this until we get ancient. Oh, actually, you know what? I lied. We were given some ancient logs, so we actually can cheese this. Okay. How do you make ancient wood sticks? Planks. And 2 of those. And then we just need to get some leather wrap. Okay, apparently we don't have any leather striping, so we need to get a piece of leather on the cutting board. Do I have my cutting board out anymore? I don't even know. Let's put this away. There's the cutting board. Get our knife out. Give me that. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. So that takes care of that. And then if we put a rock crystal in here, though, is it going to use it? Yeah, it's not going to find the rock crystals. Ah, that's annoying. Because it won't send any ingredients until it has the rock crystals. I guess I could just, yeah, do that. Remove the rock crystal as a part of the craft. And then do that. And there we go. Now we have a linking tool, which means we can link up our bench out there at our Astral Temple. I probably should have just put a waystone there. We'll be back. All right, we are here, which means we can take our linking tool, link that to the magic workbench, which is going to convert it over to the Luminous crafting table, and then we should be good to go starting into Astral Sorcery, which is cool. Astral Sorcery is a fantastic mod, plus we'll get rewards, which is what I was here for. Kind of sucks that we had to make the linking tool, and then we're going to get a linking tool for free here, and yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. It's not the biggest deal in the world. Maybe we need to have this be a little... Oh, it needs to be exposed to the sky. Yeah, just the sky. Not daylight. Specifically, this has to be nighttime. Oh, you know what? Do I need a hole up there too? Potentially. Let's go ahead and get this whole thing drilled out too. Aha. Yeah, look, that's what it needed. Look at it. It's all lit up now, and we have our Luminous crafting table. Bada bing, bada boom. Astral Sorcery quest taken care of. We can go ahead and fix the location of that. Interesting that teleporting home didn't cost anything, but teleporting to the Astral Temple will. I need to collect this, which gets us a reward. And a rock crystal of any sort. There we go. Because we like rewards, right? Let's go ahead and collect our rewards that we got for this, and then that's going to be the end of today's episode. So let's grab Warp Scrolls, Scavenger's Delight, Linking Tool, Scavenger's Delight. This is Constellation Paper. Any kind is going to get us another reward. We need to go ahead and get our crafting altar set up for this. We got Nocturnal and Illumination Power. We can dive into Astral Sorcery, which is one of the absolute best mods. Look, Heart of the Sea, a Sylph Shard. We got another Linking Tool, which needs to go into our inventory. And then we got scrolls. So what I'm going to do in between episodes, the whole point of all that was so that I can get these scanner modules, which is the range upgrade. So I'm going to go ahead and make this stuff. If you remember, Magic Clay is just this in water. Enchanted Ash is just smelted up bones. And then the Tablet of Scrying is just Spider Eyes, Vexing Archwood, Glowstone, and Source Gems. So I'm going to make those so that way we can start working on going into the Undergarden and getting some cool loot. And maybe we'll have an exploration episode next episode. If you enjoyed today, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it, and it really does help out the channel. And thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.